एपेक्स न्यूज इंडिया नॉर्थ ईस्ट।
नमस्ते, मैं हूं दीपिका दे और आप देख रहे हैं एपेक्स न्यूज इंडिया। आइए एक नजर डालते हैं आज की हेडलाइंस पर। अब खबरें आगे।
मेघालय के मुख्यमंत्री कॉनराड के संगमा ने केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री अमित शाह से मुलाकात के बाद एक वीडियो संदेश जारी कर बताया कि उन्होंने राज्य से जुड़े कई महत्वपूर्ण मुद्दों पर केंद्र सरकार का ध्यान आकर्षित करते हुए एक विस्तृत ज्ञापन सौंपा है। मुख्यमंत्री ने बताया कि सबसे पहले राज्य में अवैध घुसपैठ की बढ़ती चिंता को गृह मंत्री के समक्ष रखा गया। उन्होंने केंद्र सरकार से इस समस्या से निपटने के लिए प्रभावी तंत्र विकसित करने का अनुरोध किया।
During the visit of the Honorable Home Minister to Shillong for the 73rd preliminary session of the North East Council, on behalf of the Government of Meghalaya, I have submitted a memorandum to the Honorable Home Minister. In the memorandum, there were 4 important points that I had mentioned. First was regarding the setting up of a proper mechanism to check illegal immigration into the state. And we have expressed our concerns on this issue and suggested to government that mechanisms like the ILP, for which we have passed a resolution, and mechanisms like the MRSSA could be mechanisms and ways and means in which we would be able to check the illegal immigration. And we have urged the Government of India to look into both these demands that we have made and create a mechanism so that we are able to check the illegal immigration in the state. Number 2, we had urged the Government of India to consider inclusion of Khasi and Garo language in the 8th schedule of the Constitution. This again is a very important demand which we have made for a very long time, and we have passed a resolution in the Assembly. And once again today, we urge the Government of India to include both Khasi and Garo in the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India. The 4th issue we had raised was regarding the amendment to the 6th schedule. We are aware that there is a bill that is pending, and Government of India has been consulting different state governments and different district councils. So we have urged that that amendment should be in consultation with the states, and taking the views of all the states should be pushed through so that necessary amendments can be made to the 6th schedule, which would ultimately benefit the different tribal societies in different parts of the Northeast. And the 4th issue that we had raised in our memorandum that we submitted as a government was regarding the amendments to the FCRA, where you're aware that Government of India is planning to amend the FCRA, and different organizations have raised concerns about those amendments and how it could impact the work that they're doing, including the assets that are there that these different associations and organizations they have. And hence, this was again reiterated in the memorandum that we submitted, and we have received a very positive response from the government, from the Honorable Home Minister, and he has asked us to come to Delhi with a delegation and detailed of all the aspects of what amendments we would like to see or change in the FCRA Amendment Act bill. He has asked us to give it in writing. So these were the 4 points that we have submitted, and as you're aware that the government is continuously following up on all these 4 aspects, and that we are sincerely working towards ensuring that we're able to achieve our goal in being able to resolve all these 4 issues that I have mentioned in the memorandum to the Honorable Home Minister. Thank you very much.
केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री एवं सहकारिता मंत्री अमित शाह की अध्यक्षता में गुरुवार को शिलोंग में नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न काउंसिल NEC की 73वीं पूर्ण बैठक आयोजित की गई। बैठक में पूर्वोत्तर क्षेत्र के विकास, क्षेत्रीय सहयोग और विभिन्न विकास परियोजनाओं की प्रगति की समीक्षा की गई। बैठक के बाद मुख्यमंत्री कॉनराड संगमा ने बताया कि इस सत्र में पूर्वोत्तर के सभी 8 राज्यों के राज्यपाल, मुख्यमंत्री, विभिन्न केंद्रीय मंत्रालयों के अधिकारी और राज्य सरकारों के प्रतिनिधि शामिल हुए। उन्होंने कहा कि बैठक के दौरान पूर्वोत्तर के विकास से जुड़े विभिन्न नीतिगत मुद्दों पर विस्तृत चर्चा हुई।
Today we had the 73rd plenary session of the Northeast Council, which is chaired by the Honorable Home Minister, Shri Amit Shah ji. And in the session, our Honorable Union Donor Minister was also present. All the governors of all the 8 states of the Northeast and the Honorable Chief Ministers of the 8 states were present today. And all the officials from different states and different central government ministries were also present. During the course of the session, there were different aspects of policies that were discussed. And I'm very pleased to state that the Honorable Union Minister and the Honorable Donor Minister had constituted national high-level task forces headed by different chief ministers on different subjects that were important for the Northeast. For example, agriculture-related task force, tourism-related task force, infrastructure-related task force, sports-related task force. And all of these task forces have given their presentation today, and they have given a report and the way forward in which the entire Northeast and the different states can work together to push the different agendas that are there, and how, rather than working as individual states, they can work as a united team for the entire Northeast. And maybe for the first time we are seeing this kind of a policy direction being taken by the Northeast Council, which is something that many have been speaking for a long time. So we are seeing that thought process today finally actually fructifying. And NEC, from being just a funding agency today, has become into a policy agency, and an agency that's creating different thought processes for the Northeast and the different states in the region. And it was a very productive meeting, and now we look forward to actually seeing the reports being submitted by these high-level task forces being implemented in the next 1 year. And that is a direction that the Honorable Home Minister and Donor Minister has given to each of the Chief Ministers who heads one respective high-level task force. And we hope that we will see a lot of positive results, as it will be collaboration between the states of the Northeast and a coordination between the central ministries for Government of India, and a mechanism of making sure that they work together to achieve the common goal.
खासी स्टूडेंट्स यूनियन यानी केएसयू के एक प्रतिनिधिमंडल ने गुरुवार को शिलोंग में केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री अमित शाह से मुलाकात कर मेघालय में लंबे समय से लंबित इनर लाइन परमिट यानी आईएलपी लागू करने की मांग एक बार फिर दोहराई। ये मुलाकात नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न काउंसिल यानी एनईसी की 73वीं पूर्ण बैठक के दौरान हुई, जिसकी अध्यक्षता केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री अमित शाह ने की। बैठक के बाद मीडिया से बातचीत करते हुए केएसयू के सदस्य रूबेन नाजियार ने बताया कि संगठन ने गृह मंत्री के समक्ष राज्य में आईएलपी लागू करने की आवश्यकता और उससे जुड़े विभिन्न मुद्दों को रखा। उन्होंने कहा कि केएसयू लगातार इस मांग को उठाता रहा है, लेकिन अंतिम निर्णय राज्य सरकार और केंद्र सरकार को सभी पहलुओं पर विचार करने के बाद लेना होगा।
Plenary meeting of NEC, and in this meeting we have discussed regarding we have submitted a memorandum in regard to 3 issues. The first issue being the inner line permit. We have addressed to the Honorable Union Home Minister that the LC has been a long-standing demand of the people of Meghalaya, and also with the recent events what's happening in West Bengal and Assam, whereby there has been mass eviction of illegal immigrants. These immigrants are neither going back to Bangladesh, but they are residing somewhere. And since Meghalaya doesn't have any law that can protect ourselves from such illegal immigrants, so it's about high time that the inner line permit will be implemented in Meghalaya so that we can safeguard the microscopic community of the Khasi, Ganti and Garus. The second issue is regarding the border dispute between the state of Assam We have addressed the Honorable Union Home Minister that the Assam in the recent event of times has become the aggressor, whereby even in the disputed areas whereby things are still disputed, status quo had to be maintained, but with recent events in Lapangap and elsewhere, we have seen that Assam has been the aggressor, whereby not keeping the peaceful treaty with the state of Meghalaya. So, in that regard, the Union Home Minister has assured that this is the dispute between two states, and if there's anything that the union see that it's not going in a proper channel, then the union government of India will intervene. And lastly, is regarding the inclusion of Khasi language in the H2. There are also members from the TS who has attended the similar meeting. The Honorable Union Home Minister has already stated that the matter is in progress. In the coming days or in the coming months, maybe they will institute a committee whereby there will be members of retired Supreme Court judge, and there are around 100 languages that need to be included. So these retired judges in that committee will take the final call in that regard.
खासी भाषा को भारतीय संविधान की 8वीं अनुसूची में शामिल करने की लंबे समय से चली आ रही मांग को लेकर खासी ऑथर्स सोसाइटी यानी KAS के एक प्रतिनिधिमंडल ने केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री अमित शाह से मुलाकात की। सोसाइटी के अध्यक्ष DRL नोंगलाइट ने बताया कि प्रतिनिधिमंडल ने गृह मंत्री को इस संबंध में किए गए पिछले प्रयासों की जानकारी दी।
In January 2021 and a follow-up discussion held in Shillong in July 2021. The delegation emphasized that the recent Meghalaya Languages Ordinance 2026, which granted Khasi the status of an official language of the state, has further strengthened the case for its recognition at the national level.
Help us to get an appointment with the Union Home Minister, and we are thankful that we got this appointment. We met him, and we reminded him that we have submitted our first memorandum to him in January 2021, and we have also met him here in Shillong in July 2021, and that now we also inform that Khasi language has been made as one of the official languages of the state of Meghalaya through the adoption of Meghalaya Languages Ordinance 2026. And we requested him to take up this issue seriously and to, if possible, to bring an official bill in the parliament. On his part, he told us that there are a number of languages, new languages, demanding for inclusion in the HU. And the government, he said, is taking this issue seriously, and the ministry will look into it. He has also mentioned that Khasi language is one among many languages in the list of such languages.
How long it will take?
That we cannot say because he has not mentioned any exact time frame. But he has clearly said that he will look into it and that Khasi language is one among the languages in the list which are demanding for inclusion in education.
केंद्रीय पूर्वोत्तर क्षेत्र विकास मंत्री ज्योतिरादित्य सिंधिया ने कहा है कि प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी के नेतृत्व में पूर्वोत्तर भारत अभूतपूर्व विकास का साक्षी बन रहा है और आने वाले वर्षों में विकसित भारत 2047 के विजन का एक महत्वपूर्ण स्तंभ बनेगा।
Now going to work as per his direction, and under the Prime Minister's leadership, our Ashtalakshmi, our 8 states, are going from strength to strength. They will become the Ashtalakshmi of India when, as we advance towards Viksit Bharat 2047. The leaps of progress that the Northeast has undertaken under Prime Minister's visionary vision has actually led to huge economic growth across the length and breadth of the Northeast. And by 2047, as Bharat becomes Viksit, the Northeast will become a very, very central core of that Viksit Bharat 2047. Thank you.
हम यहाँ पर लेंगे एक छोटा सा ब्रेक। ब्रेक के बाद मिलेंगे कुछ और खबरों के साथ। देखते रहिए एपेक्स न्यूज इंडिया।
Hyper is a state of mind. TVS N-Torq 150, India's first hyper sports scooter, is here. TVS N-Torq 150, India's first hyper sports scooter, is here.
आप सभी का एक बार फिर से स्वागत है। आइए आगे बढ़ते हैं बाकी खबरों की ओर।
विश्व पर्यावरण दिवस 2026 के अवसर पर केंद्रीय स्वास्थ्य मंत्री जेपी नड्डा ने शिलांग गोल्फ कोर्स में पौधारोपण किया। उन्होंने पर्यावरण संरक्षण को सामूहिक जिम्मेदारी बताते हुए लोगों से हरित आवरण बढ़ाने और प्राकृतिक संसाधनों की रक्षा करने का आह्वान किया।
ये गार्ड थोड़ा सा पीछे हट जाओ तो
जानते हैं कि विश्व पर्यावरण दिवस पर 2024 में 5 जून को आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने यह आह्वान किया था कि हम पर्यावरण के संरक्षण के लिए, पर्यावरण के रक्षण के लिए और पर्यावरण की रक्षा के लिए हम सब लोग अपनी पूरी ताकत के साथ विश्व पर्यावरण दिवस मनाएं। और एक पेड़ माँ के नाम, माँ इसलिए क्योंकि माँ बच्चों की हमेशा सेवा करती है, बिना किसी शर्त के सेवा करती है, आजीवन सेवा करती है। उसी प्रकार ये प्रकृति हमारी हमेशा सेवा में रहती है, हमें जीवन देती है और हमारे जीवन को सुरक्षित रखने में और जीवन को उत्तम बनाने में उनका पर्यावरण का बहुत बड़ा योगदान होता है। तो ऐसे में पर्यावरण के लिए एक पेड़ माँ के नाम, इस कार्यक्रम को उन्होंने शुरुआत की और 2024 में इसकी शुरुआत हुई। 2025 में इसको बड़े पैमाने पर मनाया गया और 2026 में आज भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लाखों कार्यकर्ता और मैं कहूँगा करोड़ों कार्यकर्ता अपने अपने स्थानों पर पर्यावरण में शामिल हो रहे हैं। उसी को ध्यान में रखते हुए आज जब हम यहाँ शिलांग में थे तो हमने भी पर्यावरण में अपना योगदान किया।
सर, आपका विजिट के बारे में बताइए। आपके विजिट के
बताया पर्यावरण दिवस।
विश्व पर्यावरण दिवस के अवसर पर जैंतिया नेशनल काउंसिल, खलीहरियात सर्कल और डकियाह ईस्ट सेकेंडरी स्कूल ने संयुक्त रूप से वृक्षारोपण और जागरूकता कार्यक्रम आयोजित किया। कार्यक्रम में पर्यावरण संरक्षण और सामुदायिक भागीदारी का संदेश दिया गया। पूर्वोत्तर में अंतरिक्ष तकनीक को बढ़ावा देने के लिए केंद्रीय मंत्री ज्योतिरादित्य सिंधिया ने NESAC की बैठक में 5 नई रणनीतियों की घोषणा की। इनमें गांवों की हाई रिजोल्यूशन मैपिंग, पर्यावरण निगरानी, स्पेस स्टार्टअप्स को बढ़ावा, आपदा प्रबंधन के लिए NER शील्ड प्लेटफॉर्म और प्राकृतिक संसाधनों के मूल्यांकन का फ्रेमवर्क शामिल है।
at the NESAC meeting following the 73rd plenary of the Northeast Council. Now, NESAC and DONA have had a umbilical cord relationship from their very birth. They were both born a year apart, both in the month of September, NESAC in the year 2000, DONA in the year 2001. Both envisioned by our former Prime Minister Bharat Ratna, Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, who had a very forward-thinking vision for a developed India.
केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री अमित शाह के शिलांग दौरे के दौरान शहर के कई प्रमुख मार्गों पर यातायात रोक दिया गया, जिससे लोगों को भारी परेशानी का सामना करना पड़ा। लंबा जाम लगने से नाराज यात्रियों ने प्रशासन से बेहतर सूचना व्यवस्था और भविष्य में ऐसी स्थिति से बचने की मांग की। शिलांग अकादमी स्कूल, अपर न्यू कॉलोनी में भी विश्व पर्यावरण दिवस पर पौधारोपण अभियान चलाया गया। इस अवसर पर छात्रों और शिक्षकों ने बढ़ चढ़कर भाग लिया, जबकि प्रोजेक्ट क्लीन सराउंडिंग्स के जेफरसन क्यंजिंग ने पौधे उपलब्ध कराए और पर्यावरण संरक्षण का संदेश दिया।
All right. Okay. Every day we pick up trash from the road. It's a very small job. I mean, it's not a job. In fact, for me, this is a voluntary thing which I do. And the volunteers who volunteer with me most of the times are all the reject from the society, the alcoholics, and all these people who has been.
विश्व पर्यावरण दिवस 2026 के अवसर पर मेघालय के मुख्यमंत्री कॉनराड के संगमा ने आज अपर शिलांग के सांगमेन 5वें माइल क्षेत्र में रोडोडेंड्रॉन पौधारोपण अभियान का नेतृत्व किया। यह कार्यक्रम राज्य सरकार द्वारा विश्व पर्यावरण दिवस के तहत आयोजित किया गया। वन एवं पर्यावरण विभाग द्वारा आयोजित इस कार्यक्रम की थीम प्रकृति से प्रेरित जलवायु के लिए हमारे भविष्य के लिए रखी गई। इस अवसर पर मुख्यमंत्री ने पर्यावरण संरक्षण, हरित आवरण बढ़ाने और जलवायु परिवर्तन से निपटने के लिए सामूहिक प्रयासों की आवश्यकता पर जोर दिया।
Wellshine. So Wellshine and I are going to plant one tree. One plant.
Sir, it's very deep, sir.
This one? They should do it here?
No, this one, sir.
Give him a thing.
Yes. I can. Cornish? Yes, sir.
Yeah. You do it. There we go.
Jimmy, highway cannot contain. Tangiway.
Yeah. Put some of these leaves. So you know what these leaves will do, right? So this leaf will provide moisture and will also act as manure. I think it's good enough. Yeah. There we go.
One girl, sir.
So can I also request one thing that of all the students, you can just explain the concept a little. That all the students can also put their name tag on this.
Yes. To singap niya baro ki
later on.
School,
Yeah.
hadian nga sa pagtuwa kerteng yung piu.
Small
way.
So the schools, schools can be asked to put a small name, and then I would like the children to come and see this once in a month, at least to see whether the tree is doing fine or not. Okay?
So ngin tho ka kerteng yung piu ka kerteng school yung piu. Yan ang nisman na ladip thong piap banwan pay wan sumari ni din sisian si bana.
And a name, the nameplate.
Yes, with the
and we'll help the school with whatever funds they require to put the nameplate and everything. I'll support the school.
So fine with one.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Come.
Hello.
Very dangerous. You do. Just give it. Yeah. Put this on. This is going to be like manure and also provides moisture, retention. So the plant will be nice and good. There you go. So we'll put your name on this, okay? And you come and check on it every now and then. Okay, that's it. I think good enough. There we go. Give me the water. No. I will put it. Oh, you sorry. You? It's okay. Yes, no. Students can get it around. Okay? You will help me, but then somebody will help you. Come, students.
Millions of cubics of liters of water is being stored here. The different water supply and requirements of the village are being supplied from here. The vegetation has increased. This has become a tourism spot which has led to livelihood. And today I'm very happy that we are able to inaugurate these cottages and the glass restaurant, which I can tell you is one of the most unique restaurants and one of the most unique cottages that we have in the entire state. And truly this will be an experience where the tourist will really thrive and really would desire to come and experience. But as I have always mentioned to all of you, that tourism is not just about infrastructure. Tourism is not just about a restaurant or a cottage. Tourism is about an experience. It's about the experience that the tourist goes through. And we may have the best restaurant and the best infrastructure, but if you do not have the best hospitality, it won't make any difference. As I always tell people, that a hospital is just a building. It is the doctors, the nurses, and the staff who provide the care. It is them who converts that building into a hospital because of their care.
I'm episode actually there is so I'm felicitating her today on behalf of the government. And I would request you please take a picture and
Khasi Hills, 3,95,742. Next, Filintulinja Donnemdon.
खबरों में आज के लिए इतना ही। बाकी खबरों के लिए देखते रहिए एपेक्स न्यूज इंडिया। धन्यवाद।
Apex News India Northeast।